Welcome back to the Football Terrace. Hit the like button and make sure you are subscribing. Why is this camera off kilter again? I didn't see it. There we go. Back in the middle. Hope you're well. Welcome one and all. Good morning. Good afternoons. Hope you're all well. Do you like our new cup? You know, it's not out of focus, right? Because I don't have a manual focus. Our new No Legend range from the Football Terrace. Just a little prototype there. You'll be able to get one soon if you want one. So I'm just going to have a little sip of my tea from the No Legend range. But look, loads to talk about today. Loads to delve into. Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal, Tottenham. I'm going to say it. Arsenal have broken Spurs. Genuinely broken them. Genuinely broken them. Broken Ange Postecoglou. Almost submitted their fans to surrender. I'm not advocating for it, but maybe I understand now why AFTV were getting attacked outside the stadium. Genuinely. Maybe it makes a little bit more sense now. And I can prove this, by the way. I can prove it. If you go back to the 28th of April, still a lot of buzz, still a lot of excitement surrounding Tottenham Hotspur. Arsenal beat them 3-2. They weren't particularly great in the second half. They did concede a few goals, Arsenal, but they got it done. And since that point, it has been nothing short of horrendous for Tottenham. Since that point, beaten by Chelsea 2-0, beaten by Liverpool, scraped past relegation Burnley, beaten by Man City convincingly. They beat Sheffield United, relegated already, and drew with... Sorry, the Newcastle game was a friendly. Then, drew with newly promoted Leicester City, 47-year-old Jamie Vardy, getting the equaliser. They slapped up another relegation team, got beat by Newcastle, beat by Arsenal again, and scraped over the line against a lowly championship team. And when I say lowly, I mean sitting in 14th. Won one game all season. So 2 clean sheets since Arsenal beat them against relegation teams. Barely any wins. Sell them a clean sheet. So when you break that down, since that Arsenal game, 2 victories against relegation fodder. Let me start that again. 3 victories against relegation fodder. Just 2 clean sheets. Arsenal Football Club have broken Ange and they have broken Tottenham, and they're just being exposed week in, week out. The luck they went through to beat Coventry last night shouldn't be understated. It was horrendous how bad they were. And you can pinpoint it. Their local rivals absolutely breaking them. Now, I want you to watch this video as well. And you can tell there's almost this sort of... Is the word I'm looking for apathy? Is apathy the word I'm looking for here? Potentially apathy. What does it mean? I want to make sure I'm right. Indifferent. Lack of interest. Lack of enthusiasm. Yes, apathy is right. I thought so. The apathy Spurs fans now have towards Arsenal. Almost, yeah, they're our rivals. But listen, take a look at this video. Take a little listen.
If you had to take one Arsenal player, who would it be?
I hate this question. Saliba, I guess.
The answer should be none, right? The answer should be none. But look at the smiles on their face. They want them.
Yes.
But you guys already have a good defence, though.
We've been wanting defenders for years, so you can never have too many.
Saka.
Why would you say Saka?
Dejan might not always be in his top form, whereas Saka, I hate saying it, but Saka is brilliant.
Yeah, Saka on the right.
I'll take Saliba.
Saliba and Saka so far dominating here.
Because Arsenal's defensive record has been brilliant, and I think he's the reason why.
Saka, he's young, he's quick, and
They really want these players as well. This isn't even, I hate them, but if I have to take one, it'll be Saka. They're almost, this is like a pitch to Daniel Levy.
he's very good with the ball.
I think I'm also going to pick Saka.
Saliba would be a good option off the bench in case Van der Ven gets...
Option off the bench! But you know what? That one, that's a proper answer.
injured.
I would take Trossard in a heartbeat. If you want your top 3 finishers, like finishers in the Prem, you've got Trossard, Son and Jota. If Haaland gets 50 chances, he scores 20 of them. If Trossard gets 50, he scores 35.
Declan Rice.
What did he just say about Haaland? That threw me a little bit.
think Bissouma's not performing on a consistent level. I think Declan Rice is...
So you've got Rice, Trossard, Saka. They want the Arsenal team.
second to Rodri in the world in this position.
I will go Saka. He's a good player. If he was on our team, we'd be going crazy.
Bukayo Saka. Great right winger. Probably the best right winger in the league right now, and our right wing stinks. So, yeah.
It's crazy. Spurs fans, honestly, I said the apathy towards Arsenal is amazing. And as I say, absolutely, they have been broken by them. On top of that, and brace yourselves, absolutely brace yourselves for this news, Spurs fans. It's reported that Tottenham are preparing to offer Christian Romero a new contract to stop Real Madrid taking him. Why? Why? Let him be taken. Get the money and run, bruv. Get the money and run, bruv. Run to the hills. Get out. Get away. Oh, wow. And I think that all this talk of Romero being better than any of Arsenal's main two centre-backs in Saliba or Gabriel, Spurs having a better squad overall, getting half the players into combined 11. I think after this run of results that we've shown you all today, I think this conversation has now finally ended. But as ever, look, I want your thoughts and I want your feelings. Is the end near for Ange Postecoglou and Tottenham? Hit the like and the share button for us and let us know. Speaking of the end being near, moving on to my club, Manchester United today, it is reported that Man United are ready to abandon plans to keep Old Trafford if they build a new stadium. They now realise that scaling down Old Trafford to around the 30,000 capacity, hosting the Academy and Women's fixture will be too complex and unlikely to work. And this is gutting news for me. It is. And I don't want to appear like a hypocrite because I spoke about Chelsea moving and I said that I stand with the fans that want to stay in that stadium. A big part of that, though, was to do with having legends literally buried at the stadium, which I think is key. I'm intrigued to know what their plans are for the sort of the museum and the Munich tunnel, although theoretically that can be moved. Also, Man United are not looking to leave the vicinity. The new stadium would literally be next door to where the current stadium is now. And it is important that we do this as cost efficiently as possible because you don't want to waste £200 or £300 million in the stadium build that should be invested into the men's team, the women's team, the academy. Make ticket prices cheaper for that kind of money, whatever it can be. A little bit gutted to know it will be completely and utterly going, there's no doubt, but it is still on the same location, and I, for one, trust what Ineos are trying to do for the football club moving forward. But it would be the end of an era, even if there is a new... And the only thing I would hope as well, I hope that the new stadium kind of looks a little bit like Old Trafford. And what I mean is, I hope we don't go for a sort of toilet bowl, generic, spaceship-like stadium. I would like it to almost have that Old Trafford feel about it. It's such a unique look. I love the kind of white scaffolding type polling outside. Something similar but modern. The inside, of course, modern and brilliant and great. But look, it looks like Old Trafford, as we know it, is going to change dramatically. But we're not leaving the location. We're not leaving the vicinity. And I'm sure it will look amazing when it is done. But I would love to get the thoughts and the feelings of Man United fans watching. I know a lot of people are against this, and I do understand your rationale, your reasoning, and your want to stay at currently still the greatest stadium in the UK. However, imagine that 100,000-seater glistening stadium next door. It could be amazing for our football club. So give us your thoughts and give us your feelings below. Now, moving on to Chelsea, the theme of ending has kind of been the point of this video. Hopefully, you've all cottoned on to that without me mentioning it. So I'm going to have a sip of my tea. Remember, what do you think? I wish I could make this... maybe I can make it focus if I focus manually. Let me see if the manual focus works. No, wrong way. Now I'm moving the camera. Is it going to focus? Not really. There it is. There it is. The No Legends Cup. The Football Terrace No Legends Cup. Now I need to focus back on myself again now. Well, that was a kerfuffle. And I moved the camera. I don't like it on autofocus. It throws me off when I'm doing content sometimes. It still isn't. Still not focused right. There we go. That should be better. I like it on manual focus, but I ain't doing that again. But yes, I'm just gonna take a sip of my drink. That's what I did it for. But yes, the No Legends. The T-shirts are very nice. Well, you like them. Anyway, what was I talking about? Chelsea. Mykhailo Mudryk. Chelsea are looking to let him go in January with Roberto De Zerbi's Marseille interested. Yes. Chelsea fans argue a lot that the club is changing and it's learning from its mistakes. And I think there is definitely evidence of that. This would be evidence of that progression. Almost 2 years at the club. Not a single 8, 9 out of 10 performance. Barely any goals, barely any assists. He does literally nothing. A 15-year-old from the academy would either be as bad or better. That's how awful Mykhailo Mudryk has become. So it makes absolute sense with Sancho being at the club, Neto, Mudryk looking to obviously improve loads, Palmer. There is just no room for this man. And Chelsea are going to have to look. They're going to lose money on him, no doubt. But I also think it shows signs of footballing ambition to take a loss on a player when you know that they are simply not good enough for your football club. So I think this is a good thing for Chelsea, even though it's admitting a mistake. And sometimes in life, that's what you have to do, is you have to open up, you have to be honest, you have to admit your mistakes. Hold your hand up and say, we got that wrong. And I'm still not liking the focus on this. It's annoying me so much. I wish I hadn't touched it. I really wish, there we go, that's better. I really wish I hadn't touched it. But yes, so look, from my point of view and perspective, I think this is a great bit of news for Chelsea fans. They should be excited about this exit. It draws a line under a bad chapter for the player and club surrounding him, and they get to move on to the next level. As ever, look, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like and the subscribe and the share button for us. Make sure you're tuning in to the Top 6 show at 5 p.m. today because there's Champions League football, so we're going live a little bit earlier. Until next time, take care, goodbye, God bless, and we'll see you all again soon. Peace!